Good evening, everybody. So happy to see all of you. My name is Bob Ives, and this is Michaela Townsend. Michaela will be rocking the bowls tonight, and as we go through the meditation, at some point I'll be playing the sacred Peruvian flute. This is only my second time leading meditation, but me and Michaela worked together a lot for about almost a year now, and doing different events. And first of all, I just want to say thank you to First Unity Church for First Unity Spiritual Campus for making this possible. And I know it's so helpful to have this time of meditation and recentering. And we're just going to create a sacred container here today, and just really honor the fact that you've come here. You've taken the time to come here for yourself, when there's all these other things that you could be doing. But it's really important that we take time for ourselves, and we find our center. We find our balance. So I'm very honored to be sitting here and in this capacity. And my journey has been long and beautiful, like everybody else's has. And I'm very honored and have a lot of gratitude for being here in this capacity now, and any chance that I get to play the sacred Peruvian flute is to me amazing. So and to work with Michaela and have be in the frequency of the singing bowls. If anybody here hasn't been here before, isn't familiar with the singing bowls, with sound healing, or meditation, there's no wrong. All we're doing is we're finding the stillness that's inside us, and when we find the stillness, then we can connect with our higher self, and really find our truth, and let the truth and the information flow through us. As far as so there's no wrong. Like there's no certain. There's maybe thousands of ways to meditate, but there's no wrong way. As far as the singing bowls, and the sound healing tools basically resonate with the water in your body, is what I really fully believe. Water is very powerful. We're made up of a high concentration of water. It's anywhere between 75% and 95%, depending on how old we are, what stage of life we're in. Water is alive. Water has memory. There's a really interesting video called "The Secret of Water," which really goes into that. And if you watch that, you'll have a whole new thought about water. But we are made up of water. And so these instruments resonate with that water, and they actually bring our body back into alignment. And so so there's a lot going on just in the sounds. And so Michaela is she's going to be the bowl master today. And so I want to get started. And what I would like everybody to do, what I would offer to you, is to let go of the day just for a moment. To let go of everything that you've had to do today, everything that was on your schedule, and just find yourself in presence here in this place. And I would offer that you soften your gaze. And what I would like to do is I would like to have us take some deep breaths together. They don't have to be all at the same time, but just on your own, go ahead. And what I want you to do, or what I would invite you to do, is go ahead and when you take a deep breath, imagine white light, love energy flowing down through your crown chakra in your head, going down through your body, all the way down your torso, through all what we call your energy centers or your chakras, down through your feet and down into the earth. And when you do this, I want you to imagine that white light is filling your body. And wherever it fills your body is love, is healing, is peace, is divine energy. And so I'll ask you now just to go ahead, or invite you now, to take 3 deep breaths on your own. And imagine the white light energy, the love energy flowing down through you. And as it does, just feel it relaxing you. Feel it healing you. Know that it's sacred. Know that it's divine. Know that it's powerful. And I'm going to give you just a moment on your own just to do that. And just take a few deep breaths. And with the release of each breath, just let go of the day. Let go of all the stuff that you're carrying, all this baggage, all this luggage. Just let go of it. And when you release that breath, feel yourself getting lighter. Feel yourself becoming more and more relaxed. Now, what I'm going to ask you to do is to really clear your mind and listen. And we all have guides, we all have angels, there's so much more surrounding us, helping us, than what we can see and what we can sometimes feel. But just know that you, in this moment, you are held, and you are completely loved. And what I would like you to do, and you can maintain this throughout our practice today, is, like I said, to find stillness, and maybe ask your guides, is there anything I should know today? Is there anything you want to show me? Do you have any messages for me? Ask your higher self, ask your guides, and then just listen. And if you feel yourself drifting into the duties of the day, what I want you to do is just go back to the sound of the bowls. And just concentrate on the sound of the bowls and see if you can feel their energy. And accept their energy in as they relax you, as they retune you. Each of these bowls is tuned to a different chakra. And so just be open to the frequency of the bowls. Now, what I'm going to ask you to do now is I'm going to ask you to imagine a point that's just a few inches above the top of your head. Now, I want you to imagine that point as a bright light. And I want you to go into the very, very center of the center of that point of bright light above your head. Now I want you to just imagine that point of white light as sustaining, glowing. And once you've got that, once you've seen that, I'm going to ask you to imagine a point of white light about 3 inches above your right shoulder. The same thing. A small glowing light. And I want you to just imagine seeing into the center of that glowing white light. Just a few inches above your right shoulder. And I want you to do the same thing for your left shoulder. A few inches above your left shoulder. There's an energy center there. And I want you to imagine that energy center as a glowing white light again. And then take yourself into the center of that glowing white light. Now you've got 3 points of light right now, one above your head, one above each shoulder. And we're going to just maintain the presence of them, the knowing that they're there and that they're glowing. We've kind of activated them in this way. And from here, what I would like you to do is I would like you to draw a line from the white light above the top of your head to the white light energy center above your right shoulder. And just draw like a white light line between those 2 points. Now they are connected. Now I would like you to draw a line between the white light just above your crown, above your head, and the energy center just above your left shoulder. And then lastly, what I would like you to do is I would like you to draw an imaginary line between the energy center above your left shoulder to the energy center above your right shoulder. So now essentially what you have is a triangle. Your head is completely engulfed in this triangle. Now I want you to imagine that in this triangle is a white light. And with every breath that you take in, that white light grows in intensity. And that white light is balancing love energy. And just imagine every breath, it just grows a little brighter until it just can't get any brighter. And as you go through this meditation, when your thoughts go somewhere else, I want you to come back to this golden triangle. I want you to come back to the sound of the bowls. And I just invite you just to find the stillness, find the peace. And now I'm going to read something to you. And as you're listening to the words, I want you to feel the words. This is basically a channeled message that came to me. And there's power even in just the words. And so there's a few things going on here. We have this golden triangle of light that we're maintaining. It's feeding our energy. It's balancing us. It's healing us. It's taking us into a deeper level of meditation. And we have the sound of the singing bowls. And now I'm going to read this to you. Unleash the tethers that bind your heart into disconnection. Open, allow. Open, allow. The light in this space spreads, flows to others. Sometimes, like the whisper of a babbling brook. Sometimes like a tornadic shimmering whirlwind of lights, soothing, healing, uplifting all and everything that the light touches. The heart contains the power and essence of the all. Its shimmers calm, soothe, gently caress, heal, embolden, grow, and uplift. The heart is magnetic, and the power of its attraction can be increased to near infinite proportions. As it grows, as the heart space opens, and the love light within it increases, its effect on the world surrounding yourself intensify. Alignment with self must be found, must be stepped into. The beacon of love's light followed. Letting go now, letting go of those things which break that deep connection to heart. We offer that you find the ways of being that do not align with the true self of love and allow them to fade. Let them go. All with love for each aspect of non-loving origin that you have encountered. Hold purpose. Without judgment, with only grace, we say, let go of materiality. For any love focused on the love of material equally dissipates the allowance for love of self and others. We say, let go of judgment. Refuse its inner allowing. And with love, find acceptance, as all is guided by the One, by God, and all contains essence and purpose. Judgment is the great separator that not only separates us from others, but also from self, also from the divine connection to heart. Envy not, for in your envy, you distance yourself from that which you desire. Forgive, for unforgiveness clouds the heart and occupies precious heart space, binding it into obscurity. This forgiveness starts with self and then pours out to those around you, and then to all other selves in the earth plane existence. Loose the connection to pride, as its egoic callings are most empowered in the blocking of love energy. For like a monster it rises, feeding only itself in the diminishing of others. Look to each facet, each aspect of the expression of yourself and ask it, do you serve love? Or do your saplings grow from the essence of fear? Fear consumes the light of love, but only has the power that you give it. Anything created from a space of fear detracts, pulls yourself away from love, disallowing the embrace of love's true nature, spoiling all that its proceeds spill onto. Only that which is created in and through love can prosper, can feed the divine beauty of your essence. At the center of all things is but love. We say to you to speak to your understanding, to imagine a cup. Any measure of volume which fills the cup that is not love takes from the space of which love can occupy. The contents of the cup, the contents of your heart, are chosen, are allowed or disallowed by you. And we say that only by the allowance of love can the cup expand. Expanding, always more room for the expression and reception of love, which is at its core the basis, the foundation, the true essence of yourself. Be love. And I ask you just to allow that to settle in, those words to settle in. And feel if any of that resonates as truth with you. And I'm going to remind you in this moment about the golden triangle that you're maintaining. And if you've forgotten about it, it's okay. Just fire it back up in your mind, in your imagination. See the 3 points connected by 3 lines. A glowing essence in the middle. And I want you to imagine that that gold light in the triangle is pure love. I want you to imagine that it's now going outside of the triangle. It's spreading through the room. And imagine as it touches each person in this room, that it lends its light, it lends its love to their spirit. And you can just feel them relax in the warmth and beauty of that love. And if you feel so called, you can expand that to the space outside this room, to the space outside this little community that we're in, to the space outside the city, wherever you may be. And you can go infinitely farther and farther. And know that our thoughts have the power to literally write our story, change our reality. And so just by sending love, just by imagining the sending of love, you're making a huge difference in the world. And I just want to thank you right now for the love that you're sending out. So if your mind drifts, take yourself back to the golden triangle. Take yourself to the sound of the bowls. huge gift. And the ability to come into this human form, into this intricately designed reality, and experience all the things. Everything from beautiful to heavy. Everything from happy to sad. Each having its own purpose. Nothing being outside of the divine purpose of the one Creator. Every breath we take is the breath of God. Every day we wake up, every interaction that we have, all gifts, all opportunities, even if they seem heavy, even if they seem sad, all opportunities for growth, for love, an experience really beyond anything that we can fully recognize right in this moment. And just take a moment and just connect with a little bit of gratitude, thankfulness, that even though sometimes things seem like they're heavy, and they can be, there's always this equal and opposite time of joy, of love, of peace. And every minute we get to choose. We get to choose what we experience. And we can come into the realization that our thoughts and our words are powerful. And they can start wars, or they can bring peace. They can start a tide of immense love. They're more powerful than maybe we sometimes remember. We've been given that power. I believe that as we walk through our day, we are creating our reality with everything we think, which I believe doesn't remain just inside our head. It's an energy that flows out into infinity and affects everything around us. And so I'll ask you, maybe in your waking hours, going through your day, through the rest of the week, to just be conscious of what you're thinking, because it's powerful. To be conscious of what you're feeling, what you're allowing yourself to feel. And we get to choose, because it's powerful. And be conscious of your words, because they're so, so powerful. And there is no wrong way. There are, in essence, no mistakes. Everything an opportunity, even if it's an opportunity to try again. and do something different the next time. And we're here to learn through that opportunity. We're here to grow through that opportunity. We're here to find ourselves through that opportunity. Everything, I believe, everything that you see is here for you. Everything you see, a gift for you. Now, if you've strayed away from the golden triangle, if you can no longer hear the bowls, take yourself back. Not only hear the bowls, but feel their vibration as it emanates through the room. How is the vibration changing the way that you feel in your body? Now take a few moments and think about all the things that you have to be thankful for. Because not only are our words and our thoughts powerful, but gratitude is so powerful. And still with your eyes closed, just think in your mind of all the things that you're grateful for. Even down to the smallest thing. We go through our day taking for granted so many things. But today you were able to make your way here. You are safe. You are in this moment at peace. You're surrounded by love. So many things to be grateful for. Now I'd like you to think of one way, one thing, just one thing, that you can do as you go through the rest of your week that can bring you maybe more into alignment with yourself. Maybe it's just simple, like to smile just a little bit more. Maybe it's a conscious act of kindness. Maybe it's presence with the people that are important to you. So powerful. Maybe it's letting go of judgment. And just knowing that everything is as it's supposed to be in this moment, even if it doesn't look like it's what society says it's supposed to be. Just think of one thing that you can do that can make your experience and the experience of those around you a little bit better. And now, as we begin to kind of come back to ourselves, again, speak some silent words of gratitude. For just the ability to experience this day, this moment. And as you feel comfortable, start to wiggle your toes, start to move your fingers, and just allow your spirit to come back, to settle back into your body as it's been floating around, as it's been drifting around. And to close this off, I want you to let's take a really deep breath together right on 3. Let's take a deep breath. And what I want you to do is I want you to make sure that the out breath is longer than the in breath, okay? They say that that's somehow relaxes us more than like an equal intake and out breath. So on 3, let's take a deep breath together and be conscious when you let out that breath. I want you to let go of everything that you're holding on to. Just let it go. Just blow it out. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And let it out. Let's do it just one more time. Deep breath in. Let it out with a little sound this time. I want to thank everybody for coming, and I want to bring a couple of things to your attention as you kind of come back to yourself. One, First Unity, I believe we're meeting at Eckerd College again this week. Services at 11. There is no 8 o'clock service right now. It's only online, if I understand correctly. If you haven't been to one of the services, I would encourage you to go if it calls to you. And also, again, thank you for Reverend John Scott for doing the sound, and also our other sound man back there. He is. Yes, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. Nick. Okay, thank you, Nick. Yes, and for the Reiki practitioners, thank you guys so much. This is, and please, this is just something we do really for the community, but we do accept love donations. There's a red basket over there, and that all goes to help the church just keep doing its thing. So if you feel called, I invite you to do that. And I just want to say thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to play the sacred Peruvian flute, and for Michaela to rock the bowls here. Thank you for all of this. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. You're awesome. Love to see who you are. Woo-hoo! How do you feel? I feel great. And if you feel, inspired to take your chair back, that would be awesome. But it's not mandatory.